Mauricio Umansky has reportedly been rushed to the hospital following what insiders are calling a sudden medical emergency. According to early reports, the 54-year-old Real Housewives of Beverly Hills star was taken to a private Los Angeles facility late Sunday night, leaving fans and those closest to him stunned. Details remain limited at this time, but sources close to Mauricio say the situation was serious enough to send his entire inner circle into panic mode. And almost immediately, one of the first people notified was none other than his estranged wife, Kyle Richards. Despite their emotional separation and everything that's been happening between them publicly, Kyle reportedly dropped everything to rush to the hospital. Witnesses say she arrived looking anxious and visibly shaken, accompanied by one of Mauricio's longtime friends and business partners from the agency. Outside the hospital, the mood was tense. Paparazzi quickly gathered as word spread, capturing Kyle's tearful expression as she entered the facility through a side entrance. Insiders close to production say Kyle was completely distraught when she got the call, even more so because the couple's recent struggles had already left her emotionally drained. She may not be his wife in the same way anymore, one insider shared softly, but Mauricio will always be family to Kyle. Her first instinct was to make sure he was okay. Those who know the couple well describe Kyle as being protective and deeply emotional in moments like this. Over the years, she's seen Mauricio through enormous career highs and painful personal lows. From building the agency into a global empire to raising their 4 daughters, their lives have been intertwined for nearly 3 decades. Despite the heartbreak and distance between them in recent months, Kyle has never stopped caring about him. Sources say she stayed by his bedside through much of the night, speaking quietly with doctors and trying to stay composed for their daughters. Kyle and Mauricio share 4 children, Farah, Alexia, Sophia, and Portia, all of whom were reportedly informed soon after their father was hospitalized. Kyle, being the fiercely devoted mother she's always been, tried to keep things calm at home, especially for Portia, the youngest, who remains particularly close to her dad. She's trying to be strong for her girls, the insider added, but you can tell she's terrified. They've seen their parents go through so much publicly this past year, and now this. It's believed that the older daughters, Farah and Alexia, have been in close contact with doctors and hospital staff, coordinating care alongside Kyle and Mauricio's team. As soon as the news broke, social media lit up with messages of concern and support. Fans flooded platforms like Instagram, X, and TikTok with emotional posts under hashtags like #PrayForMauricio and #StayStrongKyle. Many expressed their admiration for Kyle's compassionate response, with comments such as, "Kyle Richards is proof that real love never fades, even after heartbreak. Mauricio is lucky to have someone like Kyle still looking out for him." It's not the first time rhobh fans have rallied behind this couple in difficult times, but this particular situation feels different. The suddenness of Mauricio's hospitalization has reminded everyone how fragile life can be, even for those who seem to have it all: fame, success, and family. Some have quietly speculated that the stress of his ongoing reality TV exposure and recent business pressures may have contributed to the emergency. Sources say Mauricio had been pushing himself too hard, juggling his role on buying Beverly Hills, managing the agency's rapid expansion, and dealing with the emotional toll of his separation from Kyle. He's been trying to keep up appearances, one friend confided, but it's been a lot. The emotional weight of the past year, the cameras, the public speculation, the tension at home, it all adds up. Mauricio's always been strong, but even the strongest people can reach their breaking point. Those close to him say he had been feeling run down for several weeks, brushing off fatigue and stress until things escalated unexpectedly. For Kyle, this latest crisis has reportedly hit hard. Despite months of public distance, there were signs she never fully let go. Insiders recall moments during filming when Kyle's emotions would surface, especially when talking about their marriage. Behind the cameras, her concern for Mauricio was never far from view. Kyle's heart never stopped caring for him, a longtime friend of the couple shared. They shared a life, a family, and a history that doesn't just disappear because things got complicated. The love is still there, it's just changed. Fans are now anxiously awaiting official updates on Mauricio's condition. As of this morning, a representative for the agency has confirmed only that he's receiving excellent care and is surrounded by family. For many followers of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, this story feels especially emotional. Mauricio and Kyle have long been viewed as one of Bravo's most enduring couples, the symbol of what seemed like unshakable partnership. Seeing Kyle once again by his side, despite everything, has struck a deep chord with fans around the world. Social media comments continue to pour in, messages filled with prayer emojis, hearts, and words of encouragement. Some fans are calling it a wake-up call for the couple, hoping this moment might bring them closer again. Others simply wish Mauricio a full recovery and peace for the entire Richards-Umansky family. At its core, this story reminds us that behind the glitz, glamour, and cameras of Beverly Hills, there are real people experiencing real fear, pain, and love. Kyle Richards' swift and heartfelt response has reminded millions why she's admired not only as a reality star, but as a woman of deep loyalty and compassion. Our thoughts and prayers are with Mauricio Umansky as he continues to recover, and with Kyle Richards for her strength and grace during such a deeply emotional time. The hours following Mauricio Umansky's hospitalization were filled with chaos, emotion, and unanswered questions. Inside the quiet halls of the private Los Angeles facility, Kyle Richards stayed by his side long after midnight, her phone silenced, her makeup smeared with tears. According to a source close to the family, Kyle barely spoke for hours. She was just holding his hand, the source revealed. It's like everything else in her world disappeared except that moment, making sure he was okay. As nurses and doctors moved quietly in and out of the room, Kyle sat in near silence, clutching a rosary she's been known to keep in her purse. For those who have followed her for years, this image isn't surprising. Despite her glamorous reality TV persona, Kyle has always been a deeply spiritual person, someone who turns to faith when life feels overwhelming. She's terrified, the insider continued. Kyle's always been the emotional core of that family. She's used to holding everyone together, but this time, she's scared she can't fix it. The fear in her eyes was real. Meanwhile, the Richards-Umansky home in Encino became a hub of quiet activity. Daughters Farah and Alexia coordinated with hospital staff, while friends and extended family stopped by to offer help. Safia and Portia, the younger two, reportedly stayed home with their aunt Kathy Hilton for the night, shielded from the growing media frenzy outside the hospital. Kathy, known for her sometimes complicated relationship with Kyle, is said to have put all family differences aside the moment she heard the news. "It's family first," said another source close to the Hiltons. "Whatever issues they've had, they didn't matter anymore." Kathy made sure the girls felt safe while Kyle stayed at the hospital. By early morning, word of Mauricio's emergency had spread throughout Beverly Hills. Cast members from the Real Housewives franchise began reaching out, some even arriving quietly at the hospital's side entrance. Dorit Kemsley was reportedly one of the first to show up, looking visibly emotional. Lisa Rinna, though no longer on the show, allegedly sent flowers and a note expressing support for both Mauricio and Kyle. Online, the flood of love and concern only grew stronger. Fans began sharing old clips of the couple, from early RHOB seasons, showing their playful chemistry, to heartfelt family moments with their daughters. "They've been through so much together," one fan wrote on X, "Seeing Kyle cry like that breaks my heart. You can tell she still loves him." But behind the scenes, questions continued to swirl. What exactly happened to Mauricio? Was it stress-related, exhaustion, something more serious? Insiders remained tight-lipped, but one friend who recently saw Mauricio described him as visibly exhausted and mentally drained. Between filming Buying Beverly Hills and maintaining his real estate empire, he's been running on fumes. The source added he wasn't taking time to rest. Even when he was home, he was working, taking calls, texting agents, planning shoots. The pressure's been nonstop. That pressure only intensified as his separation from Kyle played out publicly. The couple had tried to maintain civility for the sake of their children, but insiders say it hasn't been easy. They were both heartbroken, a family friend said. They were trying to find their footing, and now this happens. It's like fate forced them to face what still connects them. At around 7 a.m., after nearly 8 hours at the hospital, Kyle finally stepped outside for fresh air. Cameras captured her looking drained, eyes red from crying.